Skip it up and that up. Now, I've heard of a lot of crazy shit being smuggled in ridiculous ways. There was a story recently where a woman had an insane amount of coke shoved up her vagina. I mean, it looked like it was a fucking baton, and it was like thick too. How she got that up there is beyond me. And that's usually what you hear. People smuggle drugs. They shove them up their asses, whether it be coke, crack, whatever the case may be. Well, this time, there was a dude in China who smuggled memory cards by taping them to his legs. Now, this report comes from the South China Morning Post. There was a man trying to enter Shenzhen, China from Hong Kong when he was caught with over 9,000 little memory cards, micro SD cards they seem like. And it got even crazier because when officials went up to this guy and they caught him with all these memory cards, he tried to bribe them. Now, just to let you know why this guy tried to smuggle these memory cards, they're worth in US dollars about $15,000. And another interesting thing to point out is that goods sold in Hong Kong are cheaper than they are in the rest of China, so they'd be worth more in other places of China. Now, they actually have a picture of this dude with the memory cards taped to his legs. Let's take a look. Now, okay, he has his kneecaps cleared, so he wouldn't walk like he was a pirate or he just got his butthole defiled. But it still must have been so obvious, man. That must, you still couldn't walk normally. And I'm sure that the cops or officials looked at him and said, why the fuck is this guy walking like that? Why do his legs look so misconstrued and distorted? It just doesn't make any sense. Like, come on, man. I mean, you tried to smuggle him, but you failed miserably. And I'm sure it was pretty obvious that you were doing something shady. But it gets better. Before this dude tried to smuggle SD cards or memory cards, there was an old woman, here's a picture, who was caught with over 10,000, more than the dude, caught with over 10,000 memory cards strapped to her waist. That little old Yoda-looking woman had all of those memory cards that the cops have there strapped to her waist. God damn. So you're probably wondering, and it's understandable, why are these people smuggling memory cards? They're counterfeit memory cards, that's why. Where these memory cards go, they go on the black market or they go on eBay, and you'll see it. There's been people who made YouTube videos warning people about it, where you'll go on eBay and you'll see, oh wow, a 1 terabyte thumb drive for $10, that's crazy. And you'll even plug it into your computer and it'll say it's 1 terabyte, but then all of a sudden you put over like 8 gigs onto that thumb drive and files start getting corrupted. Or when you try to transfer stuff, it doesn't transfer, the transfer fails. They're not really 1 terabyte. They just format them to look like they are and to trick your computer, but they're probably just like 8 gigabyte memory cards or thumb drives at most. Even though your computer will think they're 1 terabyte, when you try to go past maybe 8 gigabytes, it just ends up writing corrupt garbage because they're not really 1 terabyte. They're just counterfeit cards that you just got had for. And someone made a lot of money off you. And I guarantee you that's what's happening with these micro SD cards or SD cards. They probably say they're astronomically high, like 512 gigabytes or whatever the case may be, and they're probably 32 gigabytes at best actually, and they sell them to people for what seems like a dirt cheap price, but they're getting ripped off because the cards are nowhere near the storage capacity that the eBay seller is telling you. So learn a valuable lesson from this story. If you're going out to buy memory cards, buy them from a reputable seller, whether it be Best Buy or Amazon or whatever the case may be, because if you feel you're getting a deal on a memory card that seems too good to be true, chances are it probably is, and you're actually getting ripped off. This is Rich of Review Tech USA signing out. Have a good one.